What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of Baddies Midwest, episode 5. So if you haven't seen the 5th episode of Baddies Midwest on Zeus Network, turn this video off, go watch the episode, and come back and watch this video. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel. It's a simple, free, anonymous, quick way to support my channel. It takes less than 5 seconds, so if you're going to watch this entire video, you can at least hit the like button and subscribe button. It takes no time at all. I'm not a public speaker. I will tend to fumble my words and say and so and like 1,000 times. I may stop to regain my thoughts. I may slow my speaking down to regain my thoughts. I'm definitely going to be looking at my notes that I take throughout the show. And anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. And, yeah, comment below what you would grade this week's episode, what you thought of it, if it's anything that I leave out or forget to talk about or anything like that, or that you thought I should have brought up and I didn't, let me know in the comments. And I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. I'm gonna grade this episode. I'm gonna give it a B- only because it wasn't a lot of fighting. And they actually went out to the club and like some of the girls got to perform, so I'm like, okay, they trying to do better this season. They listening somewhat to their fans, but still not listening at the same time. I'm just like, okay, they're trying, so I'm gonna give it a B-. But last chance, Baddies Midwest, episode 5. If you haven't seen it, turn this video off because I don't want to spoil the episode for you. Okay. So, the episode begins where we left off in last week's episode, where Natalie makes the announcement that Tinkerbella, Diamond the Body, and Biggie will be staying in the house with the newbies. And just like I expected, just like I said in my last week's review, she only made Biggie stay because of the fact that everybody was calling her out saying that she wasn't fighting or whatever the case may be. And so I just like, of course. So it's just like, I wonder who that third person would have been if they wouldn't have been calling Biggie out. So, yeah, so Natalie makes that announcement. Then she takes all the girls out front to see the Baddies bus. The Baddies bus is back. They didn't have it in the Caribbean because they was out of the country. So yeah, the Baddies bus is back. It's bigger, it's better, whatever the case may be. They go in there, they explore the bus. My opinion, the bus is still a little crowded, but I mean, you know, Natalie said that they all not going to be in there at once. You know, some girls going to be on the jet and most are going to be in the bus. So, I guess that's going to be the only time that they're all in there together. So, the ladies, they head to the club, minus Ivory. Apparently, Ivory, she just got a lip piercing or something that they got infected. So, she goes to the emergency room, and the rest of the girls go out to the club. So when they first arrived to this club in Detroit, somebody tries to swing or run up on Summer. And I'm just like, damn, ain't this supposed to be your city? But they probably just hating because she on the show. So, like I said, some of the girls performed their songs. So it was like, okay, we haven't seen that. We didn't get to really see that. Did we see it at all in Caribbean? I don't know. But, yeah. Jaden performs. Tasiki and Biggie perform. Natalie sings her song. Diamond the Body and Tinkerbella do their song, but excuse me. They don't seem to play Diamond the Body's part, so she ends up doing her part a cappella. And I was like, she did that shit. I was like, I mean, kudos to her. It's crazy that they would do that though, because like, wait, is that? Because I don't know, is that Tinkerbella featuring Diamond the Body or is it Diamond the Body featuring Tinkerbella? Because if it's Tinkerbella's song, then it's like, okay, well, they didn't play Diamond the Body's part, oh well. But if it's actually Diamond the Body's song and Tinkerbella's a feature, that's crazy that they only played Tinkerbella's part or let her rap her part. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, we get those scenes where they get to sing and they get to perform their songs. At one point, I guess the club owner's about to shut the club down, and Natalie's like, I got $100K to keep this joint open. And then the club owner, like, basically, what's the word? Like, rivals her and is like, I got $200K, what's up? Natalie be thinking she could just throw money around. Motherfuckers got more money sometimes. So back at the house, according to Natalie, because we didn't see this on camera, and you know Natalie be lying, so it's like we don't know if this is true or not. But according to Natalie, Summer told her that she was going to snatch Tinkerbella's chain. So everybody's back from the club, all turned up off the liquor, whatever the case may be. Tinkerbella puts her chain. Tinkerbella is just so extra. You can never make me like that girl. I do not like Tinkerbella. She's annoying since her first season on the show. I was so mad they brought her back because I was like, get rid of her and Meatball. I don't know why they brought her back. I'm like, she done suck somebody's dick to stay on the show. Because I don't care what you say. She was not a favorite last season to be on back this season, in my opinion, whatever. But she lays her chain on the floor and tells Summer to pick it up, which kind of I felt like was weirdo vibes because it's just like, so you want her to try to pick the chain up so you could swing her while she bending down. It was just corny. It's just like, why not just say, oh, you're going to have to fight me for my chain, or set it on the table and be like, all right, square up for the chain, or whatever the case may be. So she tries to confront Summer for the chain, about the chain or whatever, but the security doesn't let them fight. Summer seemingly doesn't even know what's going on. She's like, I never said I wanted to take your chain. I just said I was going to get a chain regardless. We don't know who's lying in this moment. It could be Natalie. It could be Summer. I don't know. But the next morning, Natalie's sitting with Summer and Bad Dolly, and she's telling Summer, you know, last night you told me that you was going to take Tinkerbella's chain. And Summer's like, she's like, I don't remember telling you that. Like I said, it's one person against the other versus the other. You don't know who's telling the truth because it wasn't on camera unless they're going to air it later. We didn't see it, so we don't know who's telling the truth. Or maybe Summer got drunk and forgot that she said it. We don't know because like Summer does seem like that type, but you never know. Natalie lies too. She's the producer, so she's going to produce. So you don't know who's telling the truth. Summer's saying that she never said that. Dolly starts to try to kind of confront Summer, saying like, you know, you can't be just saying stuff and popping off at the mouth. She's like, I fuck with you, but you just can't be popping off the mouth. That's why you got so many fights on the bus. And it's just like, I still don't believe that Summer was in the wrong when it came to the bus situation. I mean, yeah, she said, you know, anybody could get it or whatever the case may be. But I feel like that was just her popping her shit. She wasn't directing it at nobody. She just said anybody. She said OGs too, so she wasn't necessarily saying anybody on the bus. I feel like Ivory just wanted a moment. But at the same time, you got some girls that ain't going to go for that anybody type shit. They going to be like, oh, put a name on it. So can't really get mad at Ivory at that time neither. But also I feel like she did too much because she knew Summer wasn't talking directly about her. But either way, so Dolly's confronting Summer about that. Next thing you know, Tinkerbella comes out and she's trying to talk to Summer like she's her mother. She's in her face like, don't you ever, like talking to her like she's a child. I get it. She might be younger than you, to where you feel like you should talk to her like she a child or whatever. But it was just like he was in her face. Summer kind of looked like she was copping a little bit because at one point Tinkerbella was like, shut the fuck up or something like that. And Summer kind of got like quiet. And I was just like, I don't like that for you, Summer. But next thing you know, Tinker slaps Summer. And before they can even get a little squabble on, the security comes and breaks it up. But Tinkerbella does get a chance to snatch Summer's wig off. Well, she claims she just got it installed. But when that wig got snatched off, I was just like, why is it so rough under there if you just got it in? Don't they supposed to, I don't know how wigs work, but don't they supposed to like clean your hair and cornroll it, whatever the case may be, and then put the wig on? I was just lost. I was like, I don't know how wig installations work or whatever. So Summer leaves the room after it happens. You know, her and Tinker goes back and forth a little bit. Tinker is doing a lot of extra yelling and shit. Summer's not in the room, so what are you doing all that for? You know, she wants a moment, TV time. I just feel like that's the type of person she is. Summer goes upstairs and Dolly comes up there to her. And it's like, I get that Dolly's trying to be her friend, but at the same time, if you know somebody's upset and they almost got into an altercation, you don't want to come up there and tell them shit that they don't want to hear at the time. I get it. Like, tell your friend when they wrong, whatever the case may be. But at the moment, when they upset, you shouldn't even be saying shit to piss it. It's like you want an altercation. It's like you want to start a fight now because you know that that's going to piss them off, the shit that you saying to them. But all in all, Dolly goes up there and tries to talk some shit, to talk something into Summer. Summer puts a ball cap on, puts a hat on or something, comes back downstairs and sits across from Tinka. And they basically resolve their beef. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of like Summer copped a little bit. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It was just, I was like, I wouldn't even have made up with this because she wanted a moment off you. Like, I don't know. Natalie probably was producing a moment. I don't know. It is what it is. But they resolved, Tinkerbella and Summer resolved their beef. So, these next couple of scenes are just them hanging out around the house. So Lex and Emma. Notice I don't say Big Lex, because every time I say Big Lex, I think about Big Lex's Baddie Collection, or I think about Lex. Well, Big Lex, the one that came from Jocelyn's Cabaret. So, by all means, I like Lex, the one that's on this show, but it's just like, that would confuse my brain by saying Big Lex, because I'd be thinking about Big Lex. So I just call her Lex. So, Lex and Emma, they sitting down with Jaden Alexis, and they basically expressing to her their fallouts with, Lex's fallout with Jayla and Ivory and Pretty P, and Emma's expressing her fallout with Scotty. I was cracking up when Lex said, I'm tired of Jayla. Jayla and her speeches have to go. And I was like, yeah, because she literally thinks that she's more intelligent than the cast, and that shit throws me. Because it's just like, you don't say anything more intelligent than the next motherfucker. So it's just like, I don't understand what she be thinking. She was like, Jayla and her speeches have to go. So I thought that was funny, when Lex said that. So she basically explaining to Jaden what happened between her and Ivory and Pretty P and Jayla. And Emma's explaining what happened between her and Scotty. And Jaden's just like, well, so Lex, you're not willing to get to know Jayla from other than what you've seen her on TV. And Emma, you the same with Scotty. And Lex is just like, well, she already said it's up, so it's up. And Emma's just like, well, she ripped my wig, so we got to catch a fade. And after that, then maybe, I don't remember what Emma says. I don't really like Emma because she started that fight on the bus with Summer for no reason. So she lost me there. I would have been a fan of hers if she wouldn't have started with Summer on the bus. Because then once she got out there and she called Scotty out and they held her and security held her the whole time, I was like, okay, that was wrong. And I would have been a fan of Emma's, but she lost me when she got on the bus. When she was on the bus and she was calling Summer out and saying stuff to Summer when Summer was getting into it with Ivory. I can't remember if it was before or after Ivory and Summer got into it on the bus for the first time. But either way, I was like, Emma lost me. So, Scotty does walk in at this moment, and Jaden's basically telling Scotty about how Emma feels, and Scotty's just like, you're not even trying to get to know me, and Emma's like, you got to prove yourself to me, and Scotty's like, I'm not, who are you to prove something to? So then Emma and Scotty have this back and forth, and then they fight, and the fight was very lackluster, no winner, in my opinion. It was a dry-ass fight. So then we get this scene with Taseki, Diamond the Baddie, Biggie, and Anna. They're outside smoking. And again, they're calling Biggie out for not defending Anna. And I'm just like, at one point, Diamond the Baddie says that Biggie, you could at least be in the background, like, get her, Anna, get her, Anna, get her, Anna, get her cousin, or whatever the case. And I'm just like, I've seen Biggie in the background saying, get her, Anna, or saying stuff like that. Like, why is they pressing so hard on Biggie? It's just like, and again, I will say, when have we ever seen Anna fight for Biggie? We have never seen Anna fight for Biggie. I'm just so lost on that, and they just keep saying that. And I'm like, somebody, please, let me know a time where Anna physically fought for Biggie, because I don't remember it. I don't remember it at all. Except for the time where she ran up on Kiva or something like that, because she thought Kiva hit Biggie last season. I don't even remember. But like, when did Anna physically fight for Biggie. They lost me. They lose me. So Biggie spazzing. She's like, you know, I'm going through. She going through the loss. She lost her boyfriend apparently, and she's just on the show to get some bread. She's like, you know, I'm not trying to be doing all the fighting. I'm barely holding on because I'm grieving, whatever the case may be. She gets super emotional. And Taseki and Anna, it's like they understand, but at the same time, y'all still calling her out. So it's like, which one is it? So then Pretty P comes out and they telling her what's going on. So now Pretty P's like, well, Biggie, I feel like you need to defend herself. So it's just like now y'all got the newbies saying shit to Biggie that y'all shouldn't be saying in front of the newbies, or y'all should be pulling her to the side, or whatever the case may be. Y'all got the newbies saying shit to Biggie, and it shouldn't even be like that. But either way, Pretty P tells Biggie she needs to defend herself, which leads to her bringing up Diamond the Baddie, jumping her with Tinkerbella. And Diamond the Baddie's like, well, you know, we got to go out to the club tonight, but Cause Pretty P's like, I'm gonna let that hit that lip heal, boo. And Diamond the Baddie's like, oh, it ain't gotta heal, and pulls out her mouthpiece out of nowhere. I pulled it out her ass. I don't know, cause it looked like she had leggings on. I was like, what? But pulls the mouthpiece out, and she's like, oh, I got this. I ain't worried about no lip. She's like, but we do gotta go to the club tonight. So she tells Pretty P we could catch that fade tomorrow, which seems weird because it seems like, well, I don't know. Did they? I can't remember what I saw on the trailer for next week. But we get this final scene with Akbar, Rolly, Ivory, and Jayla talking about Lex. How quaint it is that Ivory couldn't make it to the club, but she showed up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for this scene to fight. So it's just like, okay, this is what we're going to get from Ivory this season fights. Not at the club. Because if your lip's so infected or whatever the case may be, why you run up on somebody but you couldn't go to the club? So they in there talking, whatever the case may be. Akbar, messy ass, brings up Jayla and Lex's beef, decides to go get Lex. And it's like, why would you do that when it's two out of the 4 people in there that don't like her? Lex immediately comes in there like, so Jayla's in here, Ivory's in here. I know they both don't like me. I feel like I'm being set up. It's just like, why would you do this? Like, Akbar, I'm looking at you sideways. You hella coming at Biggie. You doing messy shit like this. It's just like, I'm looking at Akbar sideways. I don't know. She's condoning jumping because when they was in the bus and Anna was mad at Biggie because Biggie didn't jump Summer with her. Akbar was one of the ones that felt like she should have did it. So it's just like, okay, I'm not feeling you so far. So then Lex comes in. Akbar calls Lex a bully and a follower. Who has Lex bullied since she's been on the show? Who has she followed? As far as I've seen, Lex has stood on her own. She got shit started with her first. Like, Ivory started with her first. Pretty P swung on her for no reason. She stated her opinion on Jayla. Everybody can have an opinion. Why is it a problem that she has an opinion on Jayla? And why do y'all want to make it a bigger issue because she has an opinion on Jayla? Everybody, the previous cast members be having opinions. They got to run it because they got opinions. It's just like, they just want an issue with this girl. So, and then they calling her basketball girl. They're not even calling her name. So Akbar calls Lex a bully and a follower. Lex then reiterates what she said about Jayla. She's like, you know, I'm just stating my opinion. I felt like Jayla bullied Biggie, and the same with Gretch. Like I said, her reasonings aren't the best, but we've all seen Jayla do some bully shit. Me personally, I never liked Jayla since the original Bad Girls Club. She was definitely, if we was to bring that up, she was definitely a bully on the original Bad Girls Club when she was on there with the Claremont twins. She was definitely a bully on that show. Then she came on Baddies South, and it was like she was this Krishan's sidekick, basically. She didn't care if Krishan was wrong or right. She was Krishan's sidekick. And that's what I didn't like, because in moments, Krishan was wrong, and she knew she was wrong. So if Jayla, you such a grown woman, and your speeches and whatever the case, you should be able to sit your friend down, Krishan, and tell her when she's wrong, when she's right, whatever the case may be. And you didn't do that. Then you came back for, when she come back? For Caribbean? Or did she come back before that? She came back for Caribbean and did too much there. But she had already lost me on Baddies South. I was looking for redemption from Bad Girls Club to Baddies South, but I didn't find it. So when she came to Baddies Caribbean, I already had my mind made up about her. So Lex, reiterates what she said about Jayla. So they fight, and this fight was, I don't even like Rolly, but Rolly worded it perfectly. Like, nobody got a hit off. They should have won a second round. Like, it was like they was slapboxing. It was like pitter-patter. Like, nobody got a hit off on the other. So it was just like no winner. So then after that, Lex is completely caught off guard because Ivory runs up on Lex. And from what I saw in that run-up, when Ivory ran up on Lex, it looks like Lex got Ivory ass. And I'm like, well done and much needed, because it's just like, why you running up on somebody instead of saying square up? Especially since you just fought, even though that fight wasn't nothing. It's just like you run up on her out of nowhere and you got your ass whooped. So it's just like, I'm glad to see that. I mean, I don't know what we seeing this season with Ivory compared to, but we got to think about when you watch Ivory on Now That's TV, she used to fight. I mean, she fought a couple people that can fight, you know, what's her name? Cash, Liddy. She done fought some people on Now That's TV that can fight. But if you look at her roster of everyone she done fought on Now That's TV, most of them can't fight. Most of them she has bullied. She fought people that was scared or not scared, but like she done fought people that didn't really want to fight her. So it's just like, now you in the field with people that's gonna get in the field back with you. So you gotta, we want to see what you about. You're not really giving us what we thought you was gonna give us from Now That's TV. So it's like, yeah, like I said, like I feel like Lex got that with Ivory. We'll have to see the remainder of the fight next week. Like I said, I would still give it a B- because it wasn't all about the fight in this episode. They did get to go to the club and showcase their performances, and we got to see some unity on the bus for the moment, even though Summer and Jasmine Renee got into it a little bit. But it was an okay little episode. Like I said, we see in the next episode, Pretty P and Diamond the Body, I believe they do get a one-on-one, but we see Diamond jump Pretty P again. So it's just like, I'm not fucking with Diamond the Body. I ain't been fucking with her since she swung on Bianca last season for no reason when they was ATV riding. That was corny. But I was like, I'm willing to look past that because she is a clout chaser and she continuously tells people she's a clout chaser, she's a troller. So it's like, okay, what do you expect from someone that tells you who they are? But it's just like the jumping, I'm just not with that, because if somebody jump you, you would be mad. Or would you? I don't know. But still, it's just like, I'm not with the jumping. Because it's like, you and Tinker are way bigger than Pretty P. And I don't even like Pretty P. So it's just like, get it together. What else did we see in next week's episode? Like I said, I just want to see the remainder of Big Lex and... See, I said Big Lex. The remainder of Lex and Ivory's fight to see who exactly was... But from what I saw, I feel like it was Lex. But we shall see. I can't remember anything else from next week's episode. We'll just have to wait and see. But those are my thoughts and what have yous for this week's episode and what's to come. Let me know your thoughts and what have yous in the comments. If I forgot something or was off on something, let me know in the comments. Yeah, leave your grades in the comments. What you would grade this episode. Higher than my grade, lower than my grade, whatever. It doesn't matter. Leave it in the comments. And like and subscribe to the channel. Help me build my channel by helping me get to over 300 subscribers, which isn't even breaking the mold, but it's a starter. So just like and subscribe. If you sat here for just 25 minutes and watched this whole review, then you can give 5 more seconds of your time to like and subscribe to the video. Comment below. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all in the next review. Peace.